Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ravager Run Craft. Today we're continuing to work on the minigame that we're making involving Ravagers, the beasts of the game. Gonna be running around these streets soon enough, but first, we need to complete the cityscape around here. So, first thing we're gonna do, I am actually going to probably square this area off, and I just now realized this is 6 blocks wide. Dang it. Is this... How did I not notice this? Okay, well, we gotta fix this road. This should only be 5 blocks wide. And I'm gonna basically take this sort of round shape here and basically make it square. Unfortunately, it's just not that great having these sort of awkward buildings on the sides here. And especially this cyan one over here with the round shape. So I think we're gonna just make this so that it's, you know, a grid pattern here, so it's going to go straight out and then over instead of curving like this, and we'll have a little bit of a bigger area in the middle to potentially work with or put more buildings in or something like that. So that's the first step here. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we now have the streets straightened out, both figuratively and literally. Got straight streets here now, very linear, very city-like, I would say. At least this is what cities are like in the US, not so much in Europe though. But yeah, this is what we got, because, yeah, it makes the buildings look a lot better. You can see the cyan building looks a lot better. We had to add some green in here, because there was extra room for another color. And then the light gray building over there looking a lot better than it was previously. So I'm liking the changes here. And now I think we're ready to move on to this area here. And in this area, I think I want to put like a little park, just a very basic park, maybe, you know, 2-3 trees maximum. Maybe we have a little pathway running through here in some way with maybe some slabs here or something. Maybe a barrel or two, maybe a extinguished campfire or two, and the same thing over here, just like a little park area. So this whole area here is going to be a little bit more open than most of the rest of the area, but it just, yeah, adds a little bit of a unique thing to the cityscape, which otherwise is pretty much just all, you know, terracotta buildings. So that's what we're going to put right here. So let me grab some... I think junglewood saplings will be good. So I'll grab some of those. I also need to grab some more scaffolding as well because we're soon going to be working on the buildings. And I only have, I think, this one stack of scaffolding, which is not quite going to cut it. So I'll grab some saplings. I'll grab some stuff to make a little park and also some scaffolding things to work on the buildings. So give me a minute here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got ourselves some parks going on here now. So you can see we got a little pathway leading through here with some spruce slabs as sort of steps through the park. And we got some barrels, we got some campfires, we got some seating, stuff like that. So just very, very basic park stuff, basically. So here's another little campfire with some seating. And the same thing over here, except the pathway is going to the opposite corner of the park. So yeah, that's what it's looking like right there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grow some big trees. So I've actually grown one right here. I'm going to grow another one right here. And the way we do this, I think this still works. You basically put slabs in like a cross shape, like that. And then you dig out the middle one here, like this. Unfortunately, this does not really work with jungle trees, but this should work with... oak saplings. So I'm going to leave that one there. I don't know if I have any more bone blocks to spare or not. Yeah, I do have some bone blocks to spare. So let's just try this real quick. See if we can get this thing to grow up. I think 45 bone meal should be enough. Let's just hit it a bunch. There we go. Yeah, sweet. Haha. Nice. So, yeah, we have a lot of clearance here, which is what I want. Because a lot of the smaller oak trees, they just sort of like block everything. But these I think look good. These I think will work just fine. In fact, I might want to even... Maybe we could only have one of these. Like, maybe we could make this sidewalk only 1 wide here. That might be better, actually, for this instance. We could then fill this in. So this wouldn't look so strange here. Let me fill this in as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have it just one... So the sidewalk here will just be 1 block wide, I think. That'll be nice. And then we'll do the same thing for some of these other areas here. So like this one, we'll grow this tree up right here. So we'll just do the same thing. So just the cross shape like so. And so I think this will allow us to see across the park. while also maintaining the same like tree shape, basically. I think that'll look cool. So we'll just hit this a bunch with bone meal. Hopefully it'll grow. It does take a lot of bone meal to grow these sometimes, but yeah, it looks like that one's struggling to grow up. So I'll just like leave that there. It should grow up eventually over time, and I'll probably put another one right here. I think will be a good spot for this one. So we'll just do the same thing here, but on this side. I'm not sure if this will this seat affect it here? I'm not sure. We'll leave it for a while and see what happens. But I think these should grow 2 more big trees here, and then we can also hit this area with grass and flowers and stuff. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. I'll plant down some trees on this side and see how it goes. So give me a second here. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got the parks now complete. Here's what they're looking like, and I think they're looking pretty decent, actually. Pretty cool little parks. Of course, you know, not very big in size, but I think aesthetically they look great with the campfires and the new barrels and also some composters around here that I've placed. Plus the lanterns. Lanterns definitely help out a little bit. And I also tried to keep the parks so that the front part of the parks, both parks are open. But sort of like the interior of each park can be used to get away from Ravagers. So like this whole like half circle here, like from that tree to this tree to this tree to this tree, this whole area here in the front is open. So you can like freely run about. The Ravagers can like rampage through here. But you can also take the paths, and the idea is that, you know, you can use these paths to sort of lose the Ravagers if you so desire. Like you can imagine if there was a Ravager over here, and I took this path, you know, I could just skip on through here, and the Ravager would probably have a little bit of difficulty, at least, navigating between the fence and the barrel, and also probably navigating these slabs and these slabs here. So, yeah, probably would be a little bit of a difficult time for the Ravager to get through here, but maybe not. I'm not sure. I didn't really test it, but I'm guessing that's the case. But regardless, I'm happy with how they came out aesthetically, and hopefully you guys are as well. So now that we have each of these parks now complete, I think it's time we now transition away from like the park area type thing to perhaps working on the facades here. So we need a bunch of balconies, a bunch of windows, a bunch of doors, and we also need a bunch more lanterns, because I think I only have a few, 6 lanterns. That is not going to cut it for this entire city. So I need to gather some more resources here real quick. And once I do that, I'll be back, and we'll use some of this scaffolding to build up the fronts of all these buildings. Alright guys, so as you can tell here, we have ourselves some scaffolding up, and this is helping us to build up the building facades, build up the cityscape, put in some windows, some doors, some balconies, etc. You can see I've already done some of that right here. So yeah, we have a few of those features, as you can see. We also got some lanterns, which are going to provide some lighting. And yeah, basically, we got this thing rolling. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to basically lock in a certain like stair type or wood type with a certain color. So like, for instance, this cyan, we're going to use spruce wood stairs and slabs and fences for the cyan, whereas for like the green, all green buildings are going to use the birch, because I think it looks a little bit better with that color. So yeah, that's looking pretty cool. We can actually probably just go ahead and get rid of this now and just sort of see what this looks like right here. There we go. That's a little bit better, and we do lose a little bit of scaffolding, but it's fine. So yeah, we got this now rolling. I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to meet up with Good Times with Scar. He had planned a trip to Sahara, so I'm going to go maintain some of the farms out there, and I think Scar is going to call us on our mobile. And yeah, we're going to meet up with him, see what the shopping experience at Sahara is like. Yeah, this is Cub.
Cub, it's Scar. Scar,
hello. Is that you?
Oh, yes, Cub, I'm looking for you. Where are you?
I'm at Concord. Where are you? Oh, I see you. I think.
I'm down here, Cub. Yes.
Is that you?
Hello. Of course it's me. Who do you think it is?
It looked like a homeless person, man. What happened to you, man? Jeez.
I've become an old man since we last saw each other, Cub.
Jeez, you are looking rough, man. You look like you aged 60 years.
Well, you don't need to be coarse about it.
Sorry, man. I never seen you look this this old, man. Like it's, oh man, it's shocking.
You just keep rubbing it into my salt wounds.
So what happened? What happened to you?
I shopped at Sahara for the first time. The viewers have told me for years to shop at Sahara. I did, and this is what happened.
Oh no, you waited so long that you actually like physically aged.
No, it takes so long to get a delivery cup. That's my old man cough. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
How was it? How was it at Sahara? Was it a good experience? Average? Decent? Fantastic?
Mediocre, I would say, for sure. They didn't serve any prune juice, and my throat has become very raspy since not being able to have my juice.
You know what you could have used? You could have used some of that free con water at the Dead Coral shop. That's what you could have used.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, Cub. I was hoping to get a little bit of water and help with conduit potentially for an old scar like me.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we first need to get you, like, we need to get your youthful vigor back, right?
I know. Oh,
that's what
I
we
hurt
need.
My hip.
That's what we need.
Oh, I sprained my hip. Oh, I'm sorry, Cub.
Oh, yeah. Make your way over here. Yeah, be careful. You got to go up. Yeah, be very careful on this. Yeah, just make your way up.
There's no railings here, Cub. This is not ADA compliant here, or Hermit DA compliant.
Yep,
Okay.
there we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, be very careful. Take it easy. All right, this right here. You know what this is? This is the Fountain of Youth. This will keep you young forever, and it'll take away all the shaggy beard you got going on there and everything. Take away the gray, and it'll bring you back to your youthful spirit.
Okay. All right. Here. Oh, ow. Okay. Yep. The hip. Here we go. How did we do, Cub? How did we do?
I think it worked.
Hello.
He's back.
Am I back?
He's back.
He's back. I'll honestly say that was a little bit rough. I was an old man Scar for quite some time. Man, Cub, I could barely get over that step over there. Whew. I do miss the beard a little bit.
Yeah, the beard's nice, but I mean, it was a little bit unmaintained, I gotta say.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. I can see. I can move. I'm a little more free with my movement here. Look at this. I could be dancing. Anyway, I need a conduit, Cub, because I can't see. I can't breathe underwater if I'm going to try to build my underwater volcano today.
Oh, an underwater volcano. Yeah. Luckily, the package just arrived today via Conair Express. So there you go, right there, sir. That should help you out. A little bit of conduit action, a little bit of prismarine. Should have everything you need for your undersea adventure. So, now that you're young again, you can go and take on the world. So, good luck, man.
I was going to build, but I think I'm going to watch Con Air. You know that delightful movie? Such a good movie. Anyway. All right, I'm going to go watch that movie. Goodbye, Con.
Oh, this city is coming to life, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look. Soak it in. I think I might move here. This is fantastic. This is looking really, really nice. I'm absolutely loving the way this thing is looking. And yeah, we got a lot of the building facades around here now complete. In fact, a lot of the area around this park area is now 100% done for the minigame, except for, of course, the house back there. The cyan terracotta house. Glazed terracotta house, I should say. Which is going to be sort of a point of interest of this area. But yeah, if I just walk around this park, you can get a feel of what the minigame is going to look and feel like when you're walking through it. Minus, of course, the Ravagers trying to kill you. So yeah, I gotta say, I am absolutely loving the way this has come out. I was a little bit hesitant when I first started the project how the terracotta would look and if it would look like the buildings were differentiated from one another. And I gotta say, I got no reservations now. This is great. So, only thing that's left to do now is just continue this throughout the rest of the city. Obviously, we still have a whole lot of stuff to do. I mean, this just goes on and on and on and on. And this is going to take a very long amount of time. We probably won't be able to get all the facades done this episode. In fact, I guarantee we won't be able to get it done this episode. But still, it's going to be cool. I'm really loving this area right now as it currently stands. And yeah, I'm excited to keep working on this, so let's do it. More building facades are done, ladies and gentlemen. So, here's what we got. So, we got all these facades done down here. If we make our way down here to this side, you can see all these, all these. If I fly on through here, all these are done. All these are done. And everything on the right-hand side of this city is now complete. So, right-hand side, this whole side from this, like, imagine the line going through this road here. Everything on this side is done. Everything on this side is not done, as you can obviously see. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Like I said, it takes a long time to do those things, but I need a break from that stuff. I need a break from that stuff for a little while. So, we're going to start to work, I think, a little bit on this entrance here. So, this is where players are going to basically enter the city from. This area right here. Which means we need to figure out a way to keep Ravagers in, but players are going to need to be able to get in and out. So I'm thinking initially here, we could have something like this, where we have just basically like blocks that come over like so. Not these blocks, obviously, but something like that, so that players can just like run out here, or if they're on the sidewalk, they can come in here and just shift underneath, like so, because this is a 1.5 block gap, and we can now shift underneath 1.5 block gaps. So I think that might work pretty well. But we're going to have to test it with the Ravagers. I don't think Ravagers can get through this, but better to test now and know for sure, rather than when we put the Ravagers in there, we might have a little bit of surprise when they can break through this supposed quote-unquote barrier. So let's go ahead and we will test out this sort of entrance here on some Ravagers. So not in survival here. We're going to go into a creative test world and do some quick tests. So let's head there, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so very simple test here. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of Ravagers in this small enclosed space, and then we're going to switch ourselves to survival game mode and see what happens. So can they make it through? They cannot. And if we look at their hitbox, yeah, their hitbox is definitely bigger. Yeah, definitely bigger than the 2 wide gap, and I'm dead for sure. Yep, dead for sure. But they can't make it through the 2 wide gap. So that 2 wide gap is enough to stop the Ravagers, so that's fantastic. And I'm just building up a gate right now. This is meant to be like a giant, heavy wooden gate, which can keep out like all sorts of beasts and mobs and things. So we're building this out of stripped jungle logs, you can see right here. And if I get down to the bottom here, you can see it's just basically, yeah, 2 wide gaps. So this is what the 2 wide gaps looking like. And of course you can always shift underneath here to get in this way. And then on the sides here, this is like what basically like supports the gate. And then we have like an additional support on the outside with the stone brick walls. So that should work pretty nicely. And it's like the gate can move up and down, like it's a giant like plain wood gate that only opens during certain times or something like that. That's sort of what I'm thinking of it as. So yeah, this is our giant gate here. I'll continue to build this up here, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so here we go. We got the gate now up, and we got the wooden gate here, mostly because stone crumbles. So like if you hit stone repeatedly, stone will just like crumble and disintegrate into dust. But wood, on the other hand, wood like bends. It bends but doesn't break in general. So that's why we went with the wooden door instead of like a stone door. Or gate, I should say. Then we got these stone reinforcements on the back, so that when the gate is, closed or something, this can provide like additional support to the wooden gate, so that helps a little bit. So we'll keep these sort of reinforcements in there. We also got the scaffolding. The scaffolding is meant to be sort of like the track the gate goes up and down on. So yeah, we made this high enough so that it can be in the up position. Then if it comes back down, it'll be too lower, and that's fine. I'm wondering though, maybe it would be better if we had another block on the side here, because I want to have like giant wheels here on the side. So I'm wondering if maybe like having grindstones all the way up the side here, maybe that would look better than the scaffolding. So I'm going to try that right now. I'm going to try getting a bunch of grindstones and placing those down, seeing if those like sort of look a little bit more like wheels that could move a giant door like this, a giant heavy wooden gate or door. So give me a second here. Let me get some grindstones. We'll try that look out. Alright guys, let's try this out and see how this looks. So we're going to try it like this. Yeah, that looks really cool. Hold on, can I put it against the... Oh, I can! Look at that! Haha! That's perfect. Look at that. Yeah. So these are like the wheels. Like imagine these things spin and they move the door up and down. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. That's so cool. That's... Okay. This is great. This is great. Grindstone, best block in the game. Best block in the game. Alright guys, so here is our new gate right here. We got all the grindstones down as the wheels that move the gate up and down. We also put a wall on top, so in case the wheels malfunction or something, that stops the gate at the very top. We added on to the buttress behind here, so instead of just the straight up and down wall, we now have like an angled thing that, you know, distributes some of the force into the ground, so that helps out. And it also forms like lanes here, so, you know, you can get yourself hyped up and then just rush in to the Ravager's Run minigame. So that's sort of what I'm imagining happening right there. So that's pretty cool. We also put down some chiseled stone bricks on the sides because I thought they looked pretty good. And they also anchor in the grindstone quite well. So that's really cool. So yeah, definitely digging how this gate is now looking. So I think that's what we're going to keep it as right now. And yeah, with that, I'm going to hold off on the back part here because this part will need some pretty significant redstone and things. So we're going to hold off on this part and also on the outside for now. And we're going to head back on to the inside. And yeah, we're going to try and finish up the rest of the facades here. So it's now the next day, and you can see here we got a lot more of the building facades done. If we just walk on through this area, all these are now done. All these are now done. All these on this side are now done. Down this alleyway, now done. And all the way up to this green building here has now been completed on this side of the cityscape. And you can see some scaffolding from, yeah, where we're still building up some of the building facades. But we're now at a point where we reached this point. So this is where we're going to put a park/plays, which I think is supposed to say plaza, or secret tunnel. And I'm thinking here, it would be cool if we had some type of like, maybe like a mini park and then like a little well in the center of the park that players could jump down if they were in a panic running from a Ravager. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think I want the well to basically come out at this point here where that door is. So that's why I haven't connected these iron bars here. And so basically the player would, you know, in a panic, run down, go into the well, run underneath of this street here, come up the building there, and then come out up there. And I think, I don't know, maybe I should have them come out this double door here instead. That way they would like, you know, they could fool the Ravagers right here, right? And then they'd come up and they'd still have a chance to, like the Ravagers would still have a chance to see them. But then they could just bail out this way and go on their way, or bail out, you know, the other way to the right. Maybe that's a better choice. You know what? I think that's probably a better choice than having them bail out from up here. Because from up here, they'd fall down and take potentially a lot of damage if they went off the left side. So, yeah, I think maybe we'll have them come out here instead, like the double doors instead. And I got to figure out how we're going to move these buildings over. I guess we'll just, like, extend the brown building over a little bit and extend the red building over a little bit right here. Or we could put just, like a fence here, but then we could see through to the backs of the other buildings. So I think we'll probably have to move the brown building back a little bit here and the red building back a little bit here. And we might have to potentially also reduce the sidewalk here a little bit, or maybe just make it like a modern well or something like that. Yeah, we'll have to figure something out for this because this is kind of a strange area right now. So give me a second here. I'm going to make a little area here and I'll be right back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember when I said I was going to put a well here? Well, it didn't turn out all that well. Can I say well anymore? No, okay. We didn't put a well here because, well, it didn't turn out. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done, seriously, for real. So instead of the well, we went with a stage. So you might find this sort of stage in any like major metropolitan city where they might put on like a play up there, or there might, in our case, for instance, have like a martial art exhibition going on in there. There might be some screens, like some projection screens, more martial arts apparently up there as well. And yeah, I think this is just like a nice little thing to have in the middle of the city. You got some seating here. You got the nice blacktop here, which is actually just the, I silk touched this, yeah. We got the smithing table under here. So these are all smithing tables. Then we have the barrels for the stage. We got some stairs going up the side of the stage, so you can walk right on up without breaking stride. You can walk right on down without breaking stride. And it's just a nice little aesthetic thing. We also use some nether brick walls here to tie in the buildings to the actual stage area, and then put some nice andesite behind that. And we got the fences with the lanterns on there providing some lighting even at night for these things. So yeah, just a really cool like communal area with the stage here. And as some of you guys might suspect, there is actually a secret tunnel here, which does not actually go to the green building at all. I decided that was not advantageous enough to actually use. So instead, what we actually do is we have a secret passageway from that stage area all the way to here in the orange building. So let me just show you how it works. So effectively, all you got to do is, let's say you're running this way, Ravager comes this way, there's a Ravager there. Oh no, what do? You bail out here, come in here, down this waterway, and then you can just speed all the way down here, and boom. We just came out that orange door. Now, you can't go back in the orange door. It's a one-way secret tunnel, essentially. So you walk through the painting, and you come out, like you go all the way underneath all this stuff, and come out here. And yeah, the fact that that's totally secure down there, like the Ravager cannot reach or access the tunnel at all. Like the Ravager, I think, might be able to walk up this, but he can't get past this point here because it's a too tall area. So yeah, the fact that it's totally safe and it's also way faster than just like simply walking that way, I think this will be used often, especially if you have to go like from this yellow house here over to, let's say, the cyan house, which is all the way down here and then to the left, right there. So I think that'll definitely be used at least a little bit. So yeah, I think it's a good secret passage. I'm not going to have too many secret passages around here, like maybe 1 or 2 more would be ideal, or like shortcuts, I guess, instead of secret passages, if you want to call it that, because I want to keep the core mechanics of the gameplay, like trying to avoid Ravagers on the streets here, but yeah, having a few is pretty fun, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the secret passageway, and look at that, it looks pretty nice at night, I think, so that's really cool. Anyways, that is that, and with that, guys, I think I'm going to have to call it an episode for today. We got a lot of stuff done. We got a lot of these facades done. Hundreds of these facades done, it feels like, although it's probably just in, probably like 50 or so. We still have a little bit to go over here. We'll have to finish up the rest of this at another time, though, because, yeah, I'm actually out of time for today. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.